What is going on, YouTube? What's going on? It's your boy King David. Let's go. Let's get it. Shout out to my new subscribers, old school subscribers, and my TikTok family. Wolfpack, what's good? Let's get right into it, y'all. Listen, Sigma. These women, they're becoming passport sisters right before our eyes, taking our lead. Shout out to y'all. Salute. We don't want you anyway. And listen. These women are going abroad looking for themselves a king. They're going over to Ghana. They're in Africa, the motherland. Over there looking for an African king, trying to convince the African men over there that, hey, listen, we have no problem getting men in our country. We're just traveling abroad to find the same type of man, just different country, you know, because I'm telling you, those African men over there, like, you got black men in your country. What are you doing over here? You can't get yourself a man. I'm telling you. Let's get right into it. No further ado. Let me turn this down for a little. There we go. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna bring her on over. Okay.
This African American lady is here to speak facts and nothing but facts. If ever anyone from the diaspora, if you're a lady and needed a message or a sign before coming to Africa, this is your sign.
People see Ghanaian men in particular, African men, as family men, not taking into consideration that there's a lot of things that come with that. Africa is not this promised land like everyone thinks it is, or the propaganda that's been spewed. I will speak my truth. Most men don't want a woman saying things that are strong and or truthful and or authoritative. And so most American women are coming with that empowered concept. You didn't have to leave to find a beautiful black man. In all honesty, what happens to the American woman when she comes here, who she learned to be in her home country, everything that her parents taught her, her guardians taught her, to empower her, to uplift her, to strengthen her through her toxic experiences, they are completely...
I promise you guys I'm not going to pause it too much. I know you guys don't like that, but I don't really care. Listen, these women, you see the attitude she had? She just had, like, she's bringing the spirit with her. You know, there's a spirit to this bitterness. You see what she just went in that tangent just now? Like, she's not even, like, thinking. She's just going through the emotional, she said, through her traumas. And why are you having repeated traumas over and over and over, lady? That's horrible decision making. And now she's over here trying to make it seem like it's something that every woman should endure. Listen, this is why they go and get really young guys or try to travel abroad, because we'll see this coming a mile away. Listen, this woman, all that trauma she's talking about that she's supposed to be using to make herself stronger, it's crippled her.
Almost shattered when she comes into an environment like this, because the women do not have the empowerment that your ancestors fought for. They are just now scratching at the surface. It would probably be much more easier for a man from abroad to come and to find his women, because the women kind of like do everything here, unless they are rich and or have.
Hey, look, passport sisters, my sisters, understand it's going to be like this every country you go to for the most part overseas. It's not going to be any different. Do you understand? You're not going to go over there and get more lenient men. We're known for being too lenient, and you can't get along with us. And I'm telling you, might want to start eating some coochie coo.
Of like a social upbringing of equilibrium, we're Western educated and things to that nature. We can go really deep, but I won't. But there's so many tears. There's so many tears. You have to be wise about your decisions as to why you're coming here. The reason why I came here was bloody darn stupid.
These sons of Pharaoh, they will leave you in a desert without water. Now, when I watched her video, I was like, whoa. And prayers to her, because I love the way she expressed herself to the core. When she said it's not all beds of roses in Africa, she meant it. And I think majority of the times we don't speak about the fact that we have our sisters from the diaspora coming also to Africa to start a life or for relationship, seeking love, wanting an endeavor of starting a new life in Africa. Like, it's so easy for men, of course. And I saw this video from O'Shea Duke Jackson when he was talking about how difficult it is for the sisters from the diaspora to establish themselves in Africa. And I was like, hold up. Why? But after seeing this lady, I understood what he was saying. It is actually hard. God forbid, and you're coming to Africa because you talked with someone online and you think, I'm going to Africa, I'm gonna chase this relationship and make it work. I want to warn you, my sisters, the moment you put yourself in a position of coming to Africa for a relationship, you need to be prepared to be taken advantage of. Because in Africa, we have a certain mindset about African American ladies, okay? You are empowered in America, like she said, but when you come here, your walls are going to crumble down. You're going to start from scratch. You're going to start from zero, establishing yourself in a new culture, adjusting to the new ways of living or existing with African people. Most
Okay.
especially a man, because in Africa,
Straighten her out. You hear that, ladies? If you're gonna be passport sisters, it's not gonna be like you think it's gonna be. You're gonna have to unlearn what you've learned. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to unlearn what you've learned, and you're gonna have to be looking into getting to know their culture, like what I'm doing. I'm going to school, taking some classes, so I can learn the language and I can respect their culture as much as possible. I'm watching YouTubers to a certain degree talk about women in the Philippines and in Thailand, and about how their dating practices, and they're really territorial with their men, and how a lot of them assume American men, black men more specifically, are players and stuff, and that's not the case. Like, I'm getting a vibe from the energy I'm getting from them, what they're posting up is kind of like they're getting the vibe that they think we're going to go over there and try to play them all, and we're not, right? But we're not going to get played either. Like, we're coming from America, so we're used to American shifty hyenas. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know, get over there. Don't think you're going to play us easily. It ain't going to happen, but we're not trying to play you either. But making assumptions and thinking that a handsome American man is a player, that's not looking like very greeting, you know what I'm saying, type of mentality I'd want in the woman that I'm trying to get. So when I get over there, even though I'm gonna set my base down in Thailand, I'm gonna be moving around. The Philippines, Costa Rica, Germany, whichever group of women are the most warming and welcoming to American men. All these preconceived notions or bad experiences you've heard about from other American men, expats, passport bros, and digital nomad, you can't really project that onto me. Okay, what I will do for you, though, I won't project onto you the way that we have to move in the States while dealing with these American hyena pirates. So I will approach, smile, definitely give you guys the benefit of the doubt, because I haven't been given any reason not to, unlike the women in America. So you'll have that, and you'll have my respect. But I will pick up on shade. I am going to learn your language, so you're not going to be able to talk and I don't know what you're saying. I'm not going to tell you I know it, though. I'm not going to tell you I go to school. It's like you guys don't tell us how much you know. I'm not going to tell you shit. I'm going to see how you act when you think I don't know, and then I'm going to move accordingly. But I'm going to learn everything I need to. Local politics, their full out federal government, however they have it set up, whatever it is. I'm going to learn whatever I need to learn. I'm going to blend right on in like an army soldier would, okay? So remember that, and remember, gentlemen, you're welcome everywhere. You're an American, like Top G says, your American passport means everything outside of everywhere but America, right? And this young lady right here, this young Guyana lady right here is letting American passport sisters know, don't come over there with that shit.
Africa, It's different. Like in America, it's different. In Africa, when you come here, you're gonna have to let your guard down and let the man be everything. And I'm sorry to break it to you, you're gonna experience a lot of bullshit from African men. Ooh. This is why I say, be on guard. Make sure you have some little money on you, that you know when things don't work out, you are not stuck in a situation you don't want to be in. And you must know this man, even if yes, he might have good intentions of being with you, African men, not even African men, in Africa in general, because we think you have more money than us, the intention of using you is going to be there. Like when she said she experienced a lot of difficulties with the sisters in Africa.
All right, I want you to know what she just said. She just said you're going to have difficulties with them trying to get, the green card or whatever it is. You're going to have the same problem. Now, it's funny that y'all gaslight the passport bros about this. And you have a young lady right here telling you that the men over there in Ghana are doing the same thing towards the American women. It's not a passport bro problem. It's just what they do to foreigners who don't have any kind of street sense, right? But you got a little bit of street smart, you'll be just fine. This is getting ridiculous. I can't believe that y'all really think you can go overseas and take that American hyena personality with you. You don't represent us when you go over there. Okay, I want you to know that. There's passport bros, passport kings, and then there's passport sisters. Y'all do whatever you do. Okay, but you don't represent American men or Americans. You represent American women. The modern woman, to be more specific. Let's continue.
They're gonna look at you like, so you must really have lowered your standards to be with an African man on the continent of Africa. You left your good life in America and you're here to suffer with African men. And here in Africa, we have that thing of like, oh, okay, so you're here.
Did you hear what she said? Did you hear what this beautiful Guyana woman said? She said, you left your, comfy country of America to suffer with us. Ooh, that burns a little bit, don't it? It makes you think differently about when the American hyena starts speaking and talking about, oh, I don't want to be with a man. I don't want to struggle. I don't want to suffer. Well, you're suffering being a single mother. You're struggling being a single mother. And when you go abroad, all you're going to do is get into some suffering, struggle, love with anyone else outside of this country. You're in a bad spot. Let us continue.
You can have them. Let's see how it works well for you. God forbid if you are like some of the ladies that see from America that come to Africa with an entitlement mindset, like I'm American, everybody's supposed to bow down to me, honey. And you do not lower yourself to fit into the culture, knowing the language, making friends, understanding your community. It's going to be difficult. Not here to discourage you, but I'm here to say the truth the way it is. Because when this lady says, I am miserable, she means it. And she regrets, why did I pack my bags to come to Africa? And I'm here to tell you, before you make that huge decision to pack your bags, sis, make sure you have a backup plan. Because I'm going to tell you the facts, unless if you have money, and even if you have money still, you're going to meet people that are going to have to use you. Be on guard, be serious, be about your business, be about your money. Don't flaunt it, don't take nonsense. Even if you're here for a relationship, you want to get your African boo thing, no, they are vouchers here and they want to use you. That mindset of the African prince, it does not exist in real reality. African men are smooth talkers. Like if you have watched 90 Day Fiance, you see how people act when they want the green card. And that's the reality. They'll act nice and all cute in the beginning, and they'll be calculating what can I get from her. And you know what, my sisters from the diaspora, I beg of you, never, ever, 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 ever come with the mindset to the motherland that I have money, I'm not looking for money, I can provide for myself, I don't give a shit if this man doesn't have. Honey! Leave your masculine energy in America. Literally, just undress yourself of that masculine energy. when you are deciding to be with an African person, make sure they are educated, they are financially stable, they can take care of you, and act like you are lame and broke, you got nothing. Your life is in their hands when it comes to provision. Because the moment you dare open your mouth and speak anything concerning money, that's it. They're gonna use you. They are.
You hear that? You hear that? She said, leave that masculine energy in the States. If you don't, those Africans are going to sweet dick you and pillow talk you and tell you you're the queen, you're the goddess, you are God. And they're going to take whatever they can get from you. You're hearing it from the source. Now, you're not going to listen to us. I get it. You don't listen to men. But are you going to listen to your sister? Right.
Are going to use you. Yes, someone can use you when they love you, but they love you because of the benefits they can get off you. As a lady from the diaspora, these men are going to be looking at the green card. They're going to be looking at that American citizenship. Times they will even be pushing you to okay, now we've gotten each other, let's go back to America, because now they're thinking of the opportunities. And you're thinking, I'm living in America, I'm coming to Africa to start a new life, but for them they are calculating otherwise. So just make sure you are on the same page with this person. Because in America, I feel like you can do anything. In America, the bare minimum, even if you make $3,000 or $4,000 bare minimum in America, it is a lot when you bring it to Africa. Compared to Africa, that's a lot of money. And I will tell you the truth. A normal, ordinary guy in Africa cannot make that amount of money. So make sure you are prepared for a poverty life when you come to Africa. Literally, I mean the bare minimum. Because if you can calculate what...
Listen to her now. Prepare yourself. Poverty.
$2,000 can do for you in Africa, you are rich, baby. And chances of you finding a man who can even provide 50% of that, it's like a probability of 10 to 100. Do not get into this excitement. Oh, I got an African man. This is, and you know what? These African men, they know that these American ladies, they are coming to Africa. They just want to be with an African man. They have this fantasy about Africa. Yo. They want to brag that my man is from the motherland. They use that as an advantage, and you will find they will be telling their friends the real intentions for you and about you. It is not a fantasy world in Africa, and however much we come here and say me and Dagire, come to the motherland, it is way easier for men to come to the motherland. If you are an African American lady, please.
Shout out to the passport bros. Hey, let's make sure that we make a stop to the motherland, all right?
This is my sister. I bet.
We got sisters over there. Let me catch you right. We got sisters over there that got themselves together. They're built just like American black women. But they have the right mindset, and I'm not talking about every last one of the American women. There are ladies out there in America. Most of them is married, and there's few and in between that are single and available. So we're not going to go picking through the trash trying to find a diamond in the rough, okay? We'll just go overseas. Now listen, ain't nothing better about your melanin than the melanin they have. I mean, come on. I don't think so. So, any African women I've met, man, they've always been on point. So I would say we need to definitely make our way over to, the motherland, the continent over there, and greet our sisters properly.
Be on guard. Most especially when you do not have people like you. You do not have the support system. It can get lonely. It's like waking up and going to a foreign country where you cannot speak their language. It gets lonely. And really nothing much can prepare you for the experiences that you're going to find in a new country or in a new environment. But all I can say is basically expect the worst. At least when you see the good, then your heart will calm down. But be prepared for the worst. At least let it turn out otherwise.
Well, fellas, we're in a different situation. When we go overseas, we're expecting the best, but we always have our common sense with us. You know what I'm saying? So, but ladies, look, all the men know this, but we, remind ourselves and each other. We're reminding y'all as well. Learn the culture and respect the culture when you go to these other countries. Do not go over there if you listen to any videos from anybody from any country, they always say, do not take your American entitled arrogance across and abroad. I'm telling you right now, I won't do. I'm really humble anyway, so I ain't got no problem with that, right? The Army humbled me. But you guys are going over there because we don't humble you here. You're not humbled. That's what we keep talking about. You have no pride, right? You have no pride, just all ego. And it shows. It's like you're wearing a suit. It shows over everything that you're wearing. So you keep thinking it's the men here. You're calling us dusty. She says you go over there, you're going to have the same problems. And, she's telling you ahead of time. So it's abroad. You got the wrong mentality. But listen, I'm going to let her speak.
But at least you left America knowing I'm going to a place where nobody knows me. This mindset of some American people thinking I'm coming to the motherland, everyone should be seeing me like a king or queen. Oh my God, yada yada yada. Africa will humble you. And they are going to use you for clout because now they feel like you have upgraded their lives. Now they feel like they have the rights to treat African women like shit, but still they're going to compare you to African women. Oh, our women are like this. You cannot do this. They don't yell at me. Now you're yelling. Oh, they don't talk back. Now you're talking back. Oh, now they're going to compare you to the typical African girl. But mind you, you are from a fast-paced environment. And your mind does not work like that. So literally, you're going to have to belittle yourself to fit in. The man that you're going to be laying with next to you in Africa, just know. 100% he is capable of robbing you. Okay?
Okay. They will rob. And, her talking about how the guys over there are going to compare you to the African women. Well, listen, man. I mean, should they not, right? If you have a masculine American woman and then you have African women to compare it to, why wouldn't he, right? So, but, however it goes down, got nothing to do with me. Again, like she said, when you're a passport bro and you're traveling abroad, you get welcomed, open arms, just like, come on in. And they love us. Sorry, but they love us. Shout out to the passport bros. Shout out to black men.
I know, guys, I'm not trying to discourage you, but it's the reality. It's different for men and women. So you must have a mindset of, I am a lady. He must know you got something that he must not step on you, but don't show him that, it's like me not Kunda Esther. I am working. I can provide for everything that I want. If a man is going to come into my life, they know for sure. If I don't provide for her, she can even get somebody better than me, or even her herself, she can provide. But don't have a mindset of me not Kunda Esther. I can do everything for myself. So even when I'm in this relationship, I will keep on doing everything for myself. So I'm saying, being with African men, don't bring that mindset, because now they're gonna use you. They're gonna give you the bare minimum. And black men in Africa, they suffer with something called the bare minimum syndrome. They will give you the barest of the barest minimum. And they expect your entire self in return. Okay? So sis, let no man take advantage of you. Let no man, don't be a victim when you come to Africa. Don't.
Y'all think y'all are victims here. She's telling you straight up, don't be a victim when you get there, because they're going to sweet talk, pillow talk, sweet dick you up out of whatever it is that you got going on.
I had to take a deep sigh. I got everything out from my chest. But keep on watching our channel, because you really get to know what really goes down on the ground in the motherland. Because girl, if you're gonna come and you're naive and you're just excited to be in the motherland and have your African boo there, you might end up having the worst experience of your life. Okay? So don't pack your life all together at once. Come give it a try 1, 2, 3 months and see how it's going. And if it's going good, then you can make a profound decision to leave America. And if you see it's kind of like sketchy, he's not stepping up, he's not giving you money, he's not paying for your housing, he's not feeding you, he is not good enough to be your man. Because if he was with an African woman, he would do it because he is obliged to. It's just that here in Africa, they know they are obliged to providing the bare minimum, because as African ladies also we suffer from accepting the bare minimum syndrome. So your standard in America, you must keep up to that standard. Don't play yourself down for the sake of being with an African man. Anyway, I've talked a lot, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Have you had these?
All right, I'm tell you straight up. Y'all gonna have a hard time, period. You know what I'm saying? You have a hard time outside the States, period, point blank. All right? And gentlemen like myself who are getting women wet, married, single, long-term relationships, it make no difference. All of them are watching us. I said it very loud, boldly. All of them are watching us. And any man letting his woman watch me, thinking she's doing research ops, you falling for it, bro. She just want to watch your boy. She just want to see your boy. I know y'all watching. Stay tuned, ladies. I'm going to continue to upgrade and wow you and keep those panties wet. Also, you guys remember, smash that like button. Smash it like you're just getting off semen retention and you're getting a fresh set of big jiggly cheeks and you hitting it from behind. You know what I'm saying? You slapping that ass on one side and watching the waves go through and then ripple back to you. Let me slow down, man. Look, the boy out here. Oh, I'm ready to get back to work. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to get back to work. It's time to come off my celibacy journey. But listen, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'm your brother.